Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this video for sure is about the new patch, Dark Awakening patch. So there is a lot of changes on this patch for a change away from other patches, especially last one was actually trash. Nothing happened on this, but this one have a lot of changes, and actually it's so good for most of players. Away from, there is some small points I don't like on this patch, but away from this, it's a good one. So let's begin to talk about all of this. So first thing we have, there is an update to daily challenge mission, Wheels of Fate, and some other points. We'll talk about this later. There's a new dungeon for sure, Chimera Lab, and for sure as there's a new dungeon, there is a new accessory, so will be Ultras necklace and the gloves. And also we have a new area that actually we can see on this patch, and that's called Dark World. We will talk about this also. New event for sure, also Winter Wonderland, and that's a good one, and we will talk about it so soon on this video. And last thing, skill and item changes. For sure they don't say anything about it on this patch, but there is for sure a lot of changes to skills. Sadly I didn't expect it will happen on this patch, but don't worry, I will cover it by a way or another. And also I will cover all of this as I tried all of these changes on another video after this, because it will take a long time after I watched all of this. So let's begin to talk about this patch. First, changes to some dailies away from, there's a new dungeon, so you will put it. So all of this is actually nothing important to talk about. Insignia chest, also there is something for the new dungeon, just some poor things to talk about. Wheel of Fate, Chimera Lab has been added. For Chimera Lab, for sure you will use the same scroll to do this. Namdo Shrine has been removed from your normal dungeon, so if you go for F8 now, Namdo Shrine, not a Demon Bane dungeon, it's a normal dungeon. It will drop the normal items it have, but the chance will be normal. There is nothing called you will find a necklace for Blade Master and not for Dual Blade and all of this. No, but what you will drop there will be yours, so you will have no problem. It's like now Hall of Trails, and should have hard mode as well. Okay, so let's go for some other changes to actually to traders. So here on game, so if I go here on motion tower and I will go there, so there is some small changes. So here if you go for this one, for the Demon Bane challenge tokens, for sure you will find the new Oculus gilded stones for the new 2 accessories. And the new 2 accessories, for sure there is a Star-Crossed necklace. I got it yesterday on the stream. If you want to watch the stream, for sure you can go for it. So this one have one of these two, so this one will be for necklace. I can buy this and put it on my necklace for sure, and this one will be for the gloves until for sure I did this one. Okay, that's important changes here for sure. If you will buy this, you can use it on the new dungeon Wheel of Fate for sure. There is also here a change. This one normally have Upsurge Sword and the Star Cross, but now you have the Oculus ring here. You can buy it with 20 from the Oculus Essence. You can buy the earring also. There is necklace for sure, the new one. It need no anything for the requirement to buy it, so if you have just 20 you can buy it even without going to the dungeon. Also here you can find the Oculus gloves. Away from this there is nothing important. Away from this one, actually for the new area, welcome to talk about this later. Also there is this merchant from cold storage, because now you need to get gems from cold storage, so you can do this. Normally you can go if you have no premium membership, as myself as example, so you will not find any of this, so you will have to get this one and move with it always with your characters or whatever. You get it with your character and go in and get it, but now it's outside, so you can get it like this. Not sure why they put it this one also, not really understanding this point, because both of them is the same, so not sure why they put it them here, but well, whatever, just one of them can be enough. There is also a change actually I don't like. If we go for Dragon Express, so now you'll find the first tab is just that small like what you see. So they said we will put the items that we feel it's super important on the first tab, so not going for others, but actually there is some important items they didn't put, and actually there have no way to do it at the moment. Light for sure, this one, lighted elements. So if I will say normally I go and get my legendary elements, and I have to switch them to this for sure unlighted elements like what I have normally doing. So I draw for this, and normally I draw to this tab that now I don't have it, and I made switch for this for 3 for this, and actually I do it seems like this. Now I can't do this, so I have to do it with unlighted element if I wanted to buy this item for sure. So if I want to transmute it, normally I will draw like this, then I draw until I find for sure the available, and I have to get it with 10 enlightened. Now I can't do this because I have low enlightened elements, and there is no way to get more than this anyway, so that's a bad point for sure. They have to change this part, at least put the enlightened elements and the legendary elements part, and for sure with the jewels element. So jewels is the same, at least they have to put both of this, and whatever the others, that's not very important for the soul shields primer because it was too weak. Just we can get anyone from the strongest one like this one on Poharan as example, so we don't need to go for all of this, or as example go for something like this merchant, and I can buy also with this, and everything will be good for me. Okay, for something new, actually they added, normally it should be there, but actually they took a long time until they made it, and that's equipment guide. So normally if you do like this, you'll find a guide for the game, as they say. Actually it's for the dungeon, so you can understand everything. And this one, equipment guide, also you can get it from here, equipment guide. And if I will say I don't for any one of my items, so you'll find a small tab here, make you go for the equipment guide as well for your item, so you can understand what you are doing and which one is stronger. So it's doing like this, you have the items like this, so you can understand which one is stronger than which one. Normally you'll find some silver steel items you can get maybe normally because of old soul boost as example, and now Ozami because of the higher one, and you can understand everything like this. For sure they are with attack power, so maybe you'll find some items useless like this, so over others better than them like Ozami ring as example. Away from this, what we care about for sure is Starcross, Tri-Stealer, Oculus, so you can understand which one is better, and the true Tri-Stealer ring as example, which is better than this by far, as you can see. For sure if you can get it anyway. Away from, they don't tell you from where you can get it, it just tell you how you can get the item, or how is the item is doing if you as example enhance this item. So let me show you on something better. If I will say let's go for soul as example, so for myself I have this one, Nether Spark Soul. So Nether Spark Soul will be here. Heaven Spark is the same one, by the way, just the one with long time and the one with lower time. So if I will say I have Nether Spark, so how much I have Awaken 3 as example. So you will go for this, you will find Awaken 3 like this. That's the Awaken 3 one like mine. If I want to see how much price or what I need for true as example, so I can do this to make me show and go for evolve, so I can find the true Nether Spark and I find how much I need. Okay, that's normal if I will do this, but if I want to say I want to reach what is higher than this and I want to understand, so I can choose the true one and begin to show myself, go for evolve. So I find after this manifest soul, and they will tell me the price for sure for the manifest soul. For sure, as I have plus 11, so normally I will should get plus 11, but actually it's bird on the soul. Normally you will find this and find a plus 11 or plus for the enhancement, but it's actually bird on the soul. If I go for heart as example, you will find it working well like this. So as example, I have my heart stage 3 and I want to see what is max for me. So if I will say I will go for ultimate, I have plus 11, so I will go for plus 11 like this. So let me show, or I will let it show me what will happen. So if I will go for true elegant heart as example, the next one will be plus 12 zealous. So plus 11 will make me go for plus 12, and I will just buy or use my bond sterling steels for this, and I will go for the zealous heart plus 12. That's how it's working, and that's how you can understand your item. So for sure, do everything you want for your items so you can understand how it will go for you. For sure, it's not telling you that much like There is some items like this you will have to use it. Away from this, they are not telling you how much is the prices or how much you will need to buy, especially for things that need enhancement. As example, if I will say the zealous heart, because it's about chances, so you can see how much is the item. You can see the offering things like sterling steels or bond sterling steels, so you can do this, but there is no prices for sure because it's about the chances. Maybe you can try 10 times and nothing happen, and maybe you can try one time it can happen, so it's about luck for sure. So just the only thing you can see, evolve, how much I need this, I need this one is granted, so I can do it. If I go for something higher on the pluses, as example like 10 as example, so I will go for this. For sure you have a chance to fail, but you need 32 until you can do this anyway. Okay, so that's for the equipment guide. And now let's begin to talk about our events. Normally first event will be, if you press F8 you should find something here, so you can go for this one. And actually after you can go for it, normally you have to stand for 1 hour, and there's an item called hourglass. Normally we can find it, and with this item you can extend the time you are going in, and after the normal time, whatever the time, if it's just 1 hour for you, or you increase this time, after it finish you will go out. On this area for sure you can use auto combat, and there is 2 stages as far as I know. For sure I will have to try to make you a video when I can find it, or I can find the tab, or they made that change for sure, and fix this, so we can talk about this more better. But away from this, you will get an item from there, so, and this item you can exchange it here on this 4th tab, which should be this item. And with this item you can buy sterling steel limited by 3 per character. Also you can buy the stigma crystal fragment, this one for the talisman from the mystic for sure. One, you can make an upgrade with this, not sure if it happened or not by the way, but you can make the upgrades for this. Also you can get this dragon wild dragon soup. This one can make you get experience whatever your level. It's not about your level. Normally when we see dragon soup it's just until HM 14, but this one can work for you whatever what you are, and normally the mobs there giving you good experience, so if you use this and do this, maybe you will level up so fast. Okay, there is actually this outfit, it's the same as the one I am using at the moment, away from the name, it's just to change the name, and this one you can customize it. That's a bit different between both of them, because some felt there is no change, just the name. I actually watched the stream, so some said this, but actually the difference, you can customize this one. The other one that I have, like what you can see, it's not customizable. I can't customize this, I will just use it as white. Okay, so others also, there is that 12 page gem selection chest. It should be a good one. You can buy it with 300. You can buy for sure the normal materials, also shimmering steels. With everyone you can buy 1 shimmering steel. That's super buff for shimmering steels. You can now go up so easy on your, as example, soul for myself, I need a lot from this, I can do it from the event and I can get a lot. Okay, that's for this event. For the other event, and actually this one maybe I liked it better than this one. It have a bad problem, or just one problem, and maybe it's not a big problem, and that's about this event. Is so simple. Second one, Wonderland event or whatever it's called, you will have to buy this one with 100 gold. When you buy it you will get Wonderland kit. The Wonderland kit is this item, and you can buy with this any item from this. So normally you will have to buy a lot if you want to get any item from this. That's mean you will lose a lot of gold. So actually if you saw me on the stream yesterday, I brought a lot, so I can get 8 from this and 1 from this. That's mean I brought too much. So if I will say at the moment now, if I want to buy some away from, I will save my gold a bit, maybe for other videos and other upgrades, and when I find my gloves so I can bid on this, I will say I will buy. As example, I need to get as example 1 secret vial, so I need at least 25, so I will go for 25. That will cost me 2k 50 gold. Okay, so this 2k 50 gold for sure it will be a lot. Normally for some characters That's mean I need to make a lot of roles, I need to play a lot of dailies on all of my characters and begin to send them here, or I use it there. It's whatever I want, it's about myself. I need shimmering distills on my ult, so I will do this. I don't need something like this, so I don't care. Everything will be on my main, so I will send my roles and do it, as this item is bound to account anyway. So if I will say I will buy this, okay, and begin to use it, I have a good chance to get shimmering distills or shimmering distills fragment. I have a chance for also cooldown, reset charm, event wonder charm. This item can boost my character and actually giving me a lot of stats like 3k defense and also 6.4 critical damage percentage. That's for sure so high, that will help you on the new dungeon so much. And also I can get some radiant star cross stones fragment, and also I can get radiant star stone fragment shadow with the one, okay, and some clarity charm and some other things. So if I will say let's begin to do this a bit. For sure I don't have that much space, and that's because of this item. Also I want to talk about, so this all can change now because the item area or the area normally, this one normally have 4 places and you can get 1 coin from all of these 4 places. Now it's just 1, so you can exchange it like this. Go to the antique exchange and exchange all of them. All of them will be 1 item, and you can go to this area and use them together. Okay, so back to this, let me try our chances again. Okay, and as always I don't have places, so let me do some change to my items. Okay, let's try again. So as you can see, I got some good number of star cross stones for this, so I can make some upgrades, like if I want to go for plus 11 as example here, so that will help me for sure, and some good things. And also I got this 35, so if I will say I will go, you will find here for sure as I was. If I will say I want some bond sterling stills, so I can get fast items or anything like this, so I can go for it. If I will say I want pit patch, so I have 30 limit per account for any of these 3 items, that will be good for me. If I want realm cheaper amulet, this one for PvP, so I can buy it this way also. If I want to say I need this one for legendary weapons, if I want for sights on this weapon, for sure I have it, so you can get this one 5 from this with 15. It's super important for you, especially if you have any other weapon and actually brought the upsurge or got the upsurge from the dungeons and you wasn't have anything like this on your for sure sights, so you can buy this one. It's super important for you. This one for legendary trade soul badges and mystic badges, so I can use it for on my badges like this as example for here or here. Also there is Poharan Sighty and Pirate Sighty, these 2 for soul shields, so you can buy a lot from them, and actually you can change the 5 from them to the legendary one and you can use them here, so that will be something important for myself. But after I finish this, also this searing grandmaster exchange stones away from it's useless and always fail, but it's okay, you can give it a try. Also Ortulus stones, if you need it, it will give you 50, so that will be 500, but actually it's high price, so maybe you can use this later. And also Starcross fragment, maybe you can use it, but actually I don't recommend this one. And also the portrait chests for the states, for sure for these photos you can use it. If you need PvP weapon, so you have exceptional dragon fanged weapon, and also you have these weapons actually for show more than anything. And you have also enhancement stones because we need this item sometimes, so you can buy it this way. But actually if you think about it, I have to pay 1k 50 or 1k 500 gold, so I can buy something like this. So if you need it, that's something good, especially you will get some other items, maybe that like this things I got, but actually it's high price, so maybe you don't need to go for this. So it's about you, think about it if you need it or not. If you can transmute it with less numbers, so maybe you don't need to do this anyway. Okay, but in the end it's a good event. And for myself as example, I need some secret vials fast because I want to go for the manifest soul fast here, because I had enough from don't having this. or not having this, so I have to go for it fast. I will need a lot of secret vials. I will buy secret vials first, then I can go for others. Okay, so that's it for this event. Let's go for something else we will talk about, and that's the new dungeon for sure. Okay, new dungeon, Chimera Lab. If you go for Control and J, so you'll find it like this. For sure, Chimera Lab, stage 5 and stage 1. So if I will go for stage 1 first, that's what you can get. If you don't have Star-Crossed necklace and Star-Crossed gloves, so from 1 to 4, that's a good chance to get these items. And you can get it for sure for any of your alts. That will be good. Any alt can play stage 1 and maybe can play stage 5 if you can survive enough there, because sometimes you can die there so easy. And for stage 5, and that's for sure for anyone have enough damage to do this. So that's what you can get. You can get upsurge sword or your upsurge weapon. It can drop any upsurge weapon for sure. You can use them for upsurge essence if you want. If you get your weapon, if you don't have it, that will be good. Also, you have a chance for secret vials to drop, pit patch to drop also, and for sure the most important 2 items, Oculus necklace and Oculus gloves. For sure, as I said, I have the necklace and I will test it soon on a video, but after some points I have to do it fast before this. So until this day. Also, the exceptional upsurge sword chest have a chance to drop here. If I will go for something higher, like from +8 to above, or sorry, from stage 8 to above, you have now a new chance. Actually, it wasn't there. Let me see if they put it or not. Actually, they didn't put it. But you can get a true weapon. It can have a chance to drop from stage 8 to above. For sure, better the stages, the better the chances maybe. But actually it can drop here. So if I will say you have to play normally now stage 8 as multi, because you have a chance for something like this, that will be good. For sure the different also in the items you can get and the chances can be better. So all of this can help you, and as you go up for sure you can get some good items. Okay, something also as you go for Demon Bane Sense. So for sure you have a Chimera Lab. You can go for this one, Chimera Lab. For sure you have these items when you can make finish for these stages. Okay, so something like stage 6 will be important for you. So you can get your gilded stone with no price. For sure you can get this from the wheel or from the merchant I mentioned before. Also you have a chance for this upsurge weapon, and you can get some other things as you go higher on the stages, like this portrait one maybe will be good for me. Item like this upsurge evolution stone, it's for true upsurge weapon, that will be helpful also if you can get it. And also there is a capsule, you can use it. So all of this is a good things you can use because of this dungeon. For sure, if you want to saw the video, or you can see my stream for a lot of things I did on these things, but actually there is a lot of good things also. And away from this, it's actually the last thing on this event or this patch, nothing more than what I said. A lot of things actually I tested on my stream, and especially the last part on the stream I tested a bit my Bloodmaster after I noticed some changes to my skills, like something like actually this 4 as example 10 cuts normally was doing the break for me, now it's not doing the break. And actually after I made some searches or a bit of searches, so I found that my Z, when I use my V, have the break states. As example, this one now have the break states. So if I would use it, that will make a break states. For sure there is no break states here, but that's some changes I will talk about on another video for all of the skill changes after I begin to trash all of them, and you will see this as soon as I can. So thank you for watching guys, and see ya in the next video. Bye bye.